What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bed Wars. It's great to have you here. And that's right, the title is not clickbait. There was a Bed Wars update, kind of an update, kind of. The reason I say kind of is because they didn't even call it an update. They called it new Bed Wars item rotation and bug fixes, which is cool. It's good that they are touching Bed Wars. I feel like it's been a very long time since Bed Wars has gotten any attention from the Hypixel admins and the Hypixel dev team. So it's real nice to see that again. But we're just going to be going over the update today, going over some bug fixes, seeing what it'll change, going over the item rotation as well and seeing what's going to be added. And while we're at it, we're going to win some Bed Wars games, starting with this guy. GG's. Oh, hello. I was not even rushing this guy, but he wanted to kill me. But he can't. It's not possible. Okay, and the first and most important thing to know about this new update is the current item rotation. So it sounds like every week they're going to be adding a new item to the game, replacing the current one that's in the game. And the current one is Sugarkins, which it's a play on the word shuriken, I believe. It's just more Christmasified. I don't know what about Sugarkin says Christmas. Maybe sugar cookies? Either way, these things are kind of overpowered, so I've heard. Also, green's not even in the game anymore. Green is in the game, just over at yellow base. So, pretty much, these are a projectile, very similar to, like, eggs and snowballs in Sky Wars. However, these will go in a straight line forever. Let's just see if we can start a combo. See, so this guy was having to strafe mid-fight with me because he's scared of the sugarkins. Now, I'm just going to buy a bunch of them because again, we're testing out the update here, and I want to get as much of the update as possible. So we have 22 of them. So the reason that these are so overpowered is you can buy 4 of them for 24 iron, which doesn't seem that crazy. They used to be more. Now, I'm playing this a couple days after the actual update came out, and they've nerfed them. So apparently they were cheaper, or if they weren't cheaper, you could get more of them for the same price. Either way, they were cheaper overall. But the reason these are so good is these go in a straight line forever. If I send one at like the reindeer eye there, it goes in a straight line all the way to the reindeer eye. And you might be like, what did that reindeer do to you? I'm sorry. Look, it had to happen for science. But even still, you might be like, okay, so it's a projectile that goes in a straight line. You can use it to start combos, but is it really that crazy? And the answer is absolutely, it's still crazy. Because these do a heart of damage. I'm assuming protection will make it so these projectiles do less damage, but these are projectiles that start combos that also do a lot of damage. Again, I feel like these are going to break the game. You can use these in a similar way to fireballs, where when someone's running across a bridge, you just send a shuriken at them and knock them off. So like, I feel like the ender pearl economy is going to go way up. You're going to want ender pearls, because when you're bedless like I am right now, you can expect to get some shurikens sent your way. It's crazy. I'm a little nervous on what this is going to do to PvP though, because you know, I'm not amazing at combo starting with like fishing rods, eggs, all that. But some people are. Some people are crazy at it. I'm real worried that it's going to ruin the PvP. Okay, there's one example of a nice shuriken kill. Let's quick break this bed. I don't have a pickaxe. I'm going to need to buy that, but I'll do that in a little bit. Let's try to start a combo again. Okay, that didn't do anything, but we did get the combo, which is what matters. Now let's go ahead and buy a better pickaxe. Let's do that again. Wait for them to turn around. Oh, that missed them. Okay, nice. I don't know what's going on with PvP right now, but it's fine. I don't know. I don't know at all. Although I should test, actually. Since they're at 20. Hey. Okay, I see this person still chooses fireballs as the weapon of choice. Also, that was a lot of damage. They must have good protection. I do not, so I don't want to be there anymore. Let's go ahead and gather some more stuff, and we'll take a fight later on. I could possibly even go for a projectile kill here at the very end, and end the game with a little shuriken kill. I'll just wait till this player crosses a bridge and just sail shurikens at them until they're off the edge. Again, I feel like ender pearls are going to be super necessary. You do need to aim it a little bit better than fireballs. Fireballs obviously are a big blast zone, so you just throw it somewhere and it'll do a lot of damage everywhere. But still, for 24 iron, getting 4 of these things is kind of crazy, especially since a lot of the bases now have fast iron generators. It makes it so getting a lot of these fast is pretty dang easy, which is concerning. But either way, we have a tracker on this person. I'm just going to wait till they come mid maybe. The main thing I want to do is avoid this person from getting ender pearls, because that way I can just shuriken them right off the edge, and it'll be so silly. We'll all have a good laugh. I'm going to see if I can shuriken them off the edge. They're not going to be ready. Okay, ignore that. Look, we're still learning how to use them, and apparently they move a little bit slower than I had anticipated. It's good to note here, we took this as a learning opportunity. They move slower than an arrow if you shoot a bow and arrow. I think they move faster than a fireball, though. It'll take some getting used to on being able to hit these consistently when you're trying to hit someone running across a bridge, just because you'll need to get used to the timing and how long it takes. Okay, so they're actually mid right now, I believe. They're only 35 away, so they're right there. So let's try to start a combo and see if we can do anything. Again, if they start hitting me... No, don't run. Don't leave. Okay, they're going to leave. Now we're just going to send some shurikens their way. And it worked. Perfect. That was awesome. They're mad. They left before actually hitting the void. I'd be mad too, but these things are quite overpowered. I just need to get better with them. But that is the overview of the sugarkins that were added. But let's go ahead and talk about the other stuff that's been added this update. So they announced a bedwars item rotation, which means every week there will be a new item in the rotation. The rotation is found on the top right of the shop here, rotating items. You can click sugarkins right now, but they will rotate every week, so it'll be something different next week. So if you hate sugarkins, hey, they'll be gone soon. I do think they need a bit more of a nerf, I think. Another thing they're planning on adding, the ice bridge in the item rotation. Now, the ice bridge has been in Bed Wars before in the, I think it's called Underworld, where you can use your souls to buy an ice bridge. And I actually made a video on the ice bridge some Halloween, I don't remember when, but it was some like week of Halloween. They're pretty dang good. Again, it's like if I need to get from here to the diamond gen, I just right click and I can run across, and I think it disappears. It should, but still, ice bridges, they are going to change the bridging meta forever. Hey, if you hate speed bridging, those are going to be your friend. I'm not sure how expensive they're going to be, but they will heavily increase rushing, because now instead of having to speed bridge like I'm doing right now, you would just have the ability to just sprint across all these by right-clicking with an ice bridge and just running across. So it'll heavily increase the speed of every game. They're also planning on adding a snowman, which is just a snowball sentry gun. I believe that's a lucky block drop that's already in the game as well. So you've probably experienced it before. I think a snowman spawns and will just send snowballs at every person that comes near it. But I'm not looking forward to that. That will encourage camping. It'll make it so someone sits at their base, puts snowball sentry guns down. Any person who comes near will get sent off the edge, which will be just wonderful. I can't wait. I'm hoping that they disappear after a certain amount of time. So like if you place the snowball sentry gun down, that snowman, I'm hoping that after a little bit, it'll disappear. Maybe it has like the same cooldown as like a silverfish. It would make sense if that was the case. They're also planning on adding a bridge zapper. Now the bridge zapper is an interesting one, because I don't know if we've experienced this before. You click on wool to instantly zap up to 8 blocks. Now I don't know what that entails. I'm assuming that does damage to anyone standing on those blocks. And they also specify that it has to be done to wool blocks. So like if you're in mid and you use it, it will not make it so you can zap anyone 8 blocks adjacent to the one you use it on. Sorry if I'm all over the place with this. I'm trying to explain it as best as possible. But yeah, it seems like when someone's on this bridge, you right click with the zapper and it zaps 8 blocks. I don't know if that's going to do a lot of damage. While I'm editing this, I rethought, and I'm starting to think that the bridge zapper probably just removes 8 wool blocks. When it says it zaps 8 blocks, I'm assuming it doesn't deal damage to anyone on those blocks. It just removes the blocks from under them, so it'll be just like a spleef machine, which could be kind of cool. I'm sure it'll be fine, right? There's no way they're going to add something too overpowered to Bed Wars, right? They wouldn't do that. They're also planning on adding packed ice, which packed ice is interesting. I think that's just going to add the item packed ice from Minecraft. It's not going to be like a modified version of anything. The description of it is a good way to make a speedway. So if you didn't know, when you run across packed ice, you go really fast in survival Minecraft. I think they're just trying to encourage someone to make their bridge out of packed ice, and then you can just run really fast across it afterwards. God, these shurikens are crazy. Oh my goodness. He certainly won't run across this bridge again, will he? Okay, no, he's staying back. And they're also planning on adding something called Miracle of the Holidays. Now, that is going to take a lot of explaining. So let's go ahead and take out this guy real quick, and then we'll continue. Oh, actually, I have a question. If he throws a fireball at me, and I throw a shuriken at him, will the shuriken reflect the fireball? Because that'll be cool. Also, this is doing a lot of damage. I think it's still doing a full heart of damage to him every time a shuriken hits him. Hold on. You're a little too aggressive here. Here, let me gap. I'm gonna gap. I'm gonna gap. I'm gonna gap. Can I just kill him with shurikens? Oh my goodness. He said GG, but I know in his heart, he did not think that was a good game. Oh my goodness. So at the end of last round, I said something about Miracle of the Holidays. That is an item that they're planning on adding as one of the rotation items here in the corner of the shop. And it's an item that will send you and your teammates back to your base. And it heals 20% of everyone in your team for 20% of their maximum health. Now, I think there's a bit of a typo / miscommunication because it says it will heal 20% of everyone in your team for 20% of their maximum health, which makes me think, okay, so is it 20% of your teammates get the health, or is it 20% of their maximum health? They say 20% twice, which makes me think it's going to take 20% of your team, and it's only going to heal 20% of your health. Sorry if what I said makes no sense, but the description also doesn't make any sense. I think how it's going to work is everyone gets teleported back to your base, and everyone will be healed 20%. And then it says and more at the very end, meaning that those aren't the only rotation items, there's going to be more, which I think is very exciting. I think this is all the Bed Wars content that I've been asking for. Like, just give us something, you know? Give us new items. Rotating items is fine. Permanent items is fine. Just give us something to mix up the meta a little bit. I just feel like Bed Wars has been sitting with no changes for so long that, you know, I'm not alone in thinking that, you know, a stagnant meta can just get a little bit old sometimes. After going over all the rotating items, it also goes over the sugarkins more specifically. It says, sugarkins throw a very fast sugarkin, which deal a very small amount of damage and a small amount of knockback in a straight line. Very accurate and long range. Now, I personally think the amount of damage it does needs to be halved, because I'm pretty sure it does, assuming you have no prot, I think it does 1 heart of damage to you. Oh wait, I didn't realize this guy was actually at his base. Sorry, I'm just better. Also, sugarkins are broken. He had minor fatigue, so it was pretty good that we were able to keep him away for long enough. Also, can I do this properly? Stupid sugarkins. I need them to move faster. Oh, he's going for some block placements. I'm going. Block placements don't help. Yes! GG. Oh, wait, we killed each other. He had prot and a sharp iron. I only had a sharp stone and no prot. Now, as I was saying, in order to nerf the sugarkins, which I think needs to happen, I think they need to go up in price. And I also think that they need to do half the amount of damage. I think doing 1 heart to no prot armor is very high. I think that's way too high. Them being a projectile makes them useful enough. Just being able to use them as knockback machines and sending people off the edges, like, I feel like that's already enough to make them useful. But the fact that they can also do significant damage is kind of crazy. Okay, I think we're about to have a bed trade. I'm pretty sure Ak was running over to my base. I'm going to void real quick to hopefully prevent that from happening. But yeah, so as I said, they've already updated the sugarkins, because apparently they were even easier to get, and they nerfed them a bit by making them more expensive, I believe. All right, well, here we go. I think this is the last fight. But the fact that they've already nerfed them, they must have been so broken prior to that nerf. Also, I don't think that's going to get him, unfortunately. Get him! I hit him. It hit him off. Let's go. GG. Sugarkin's OP. But that pretty much is the update. It's just going to be a bunch of item changes, which, again, I saw a lot of complaining about people being like, this update sucks. It's not even really an update. Also, the sugarkins are broken. It's not fair. And then people just being angry about things. And get him. Yeah. But I feel like we're not really in a position to get angry about a content update because, well, believe it or not, it's a content update. And any change to Bed Wars, I'm going to enjoy. It's really nice to see them actually looking at Bed Wars and seeing what they can change and fix about the game. I don't know why two people decided to come to my base at the same time, both green and blue. I understand why blue did, but green also wanted to join the party. We made it out of it, barely. I was going to talk about the bug fixes in this video, but it turns out that 90% of the bug fixes come from Lucky Block mode, so we can all thank Zyph. The Hypixel admin team probably went through all of his videos and was like, well, that's a bug we need to fix, and then went to the next video and was like, oh, that's probably also a bug that we need to fix, and just continued to do that over and over and over. So anyway, if you don't play Lucky Block mode, most of the bug fixes will not affect you. But at the very bottom of the thread, they point out that the item rotation is a quick and easy way of improving Bedwars' core gameplay. And I agree. I think it absolutely is. However, I don't like that after a couple years of no item changes, they're looking for a quick and easy way of updating Bedwars. I'd prefer if they maybe put a little bit more time into it. I mean, you had years to update the game. You didn't really need a quick and easy way of doing it. You could have taken your time, maybe. But who am I to complain? There is good news about this. It is in that same paragraph where they point out how this was a quick and easy way of updating it. They said that we wanted to mention that we are definitely planning on bringing more content to Bedwars early next year, which is great. I think that means early next year they're working on an update, a bigger update to Bedwars that isn't just an item rotation. So early next year, us Bedwarsers, we are going to be fed well, and I am super looking forward to it. Bedwars updates, we've been asking for this forever. We're like, please update Bedwars, please give us something. We want a reason to come back to the game. Please, Hypixel. Silence. There was nothing. There was no updates. And this is finally what we have been hoping for. And there's been a lot of talk about Hypixel potentially dying. Well, not Hypixel, because Skyblock is still popping off, but like Hypixel Bedwars dying. And I mean, you could definitely argue that it was just because there's a big decrease in player count. Just by looking at player count, you'll notice that there's a heavy decrease in the amount of players. But I think if there are regular updates to Bedwars, that'll bring more people to the game to try out the new content, to keep the game fresh and enjoyable. It'll also bring content creators back to more consistently uploading, myself included, if there's more updates. But more than just myself, there's been plenty of YouTubers who just haven't been doing any like Bedwars videos just because there hasn't been anything new to make videos on. And bringing content creators back to the game will then help reach a wider audience, showing off Bedwars, which should bring back, hopefully, an increase in player count. I'm being very optimistic here. That's like best case scenario what happens. Worst case scenario, even though they said that there's going to be more content coming next year, there's always the chance that they just don't do that. And they're like, well, we were going to update Bedwars, but actually, never mind. No, he has more sugarkins. Why? Don't come over here. Don't do it. No, don't do it, I said. We're just sugarkin battling. Oh my goodness. So I don't know what Aqua's doing, but I guess I'm just going to head over to Pink. Pink's been causing me issues, so let's just go ahead and whack this guy a little bit. Break his bed. Kill him again. This is what he gets for throwing all those sugarkins at me. Look what you've done. You did this to yourself, by the way. Also, he's destroying me. Hold on. Okay. Luckily, he only had a wood sword. Otherwise, I would have gotten rolled that fight. Okay, here's Aqua. I don't know how stacked they are, but I'm going to start by heading to their base. Well, I would, but there's no bridge. And they're coming over to me, meaning we're going to have to fight now. Oh, shoot. Okay, so he's going to go for block placements, but I'm going to go for sugarkins. And we learned today that sugarkins are better than block placements to combo off of. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and drink my potions now and then head into his base, break his bed, and then we'll have to chase him down and kill him. As long as we don't get hit off the edge, which I do have pearls just in case I do. Again, I feel like pearls, with the amount of sugarkins that can be spammed, pearls are very important. Hopefully he doesn't have obsidian. I think that's only a 1-layer bed defense, so we should be fine. Yeah, we're totally fine. I'm going to head back to mid here, and we'll get a tracker and locate this guy. Okay, let's quick get a locate on him before he sneaks up on us. He is 90 meters in this direction, meaning he's back at my base. I don't think he's collected any emeralds yet. The ones he has, I think I took from him by killing him. So he shouldn't have any pearls or invis or anything. Oh, actually, here's a better idea. We'll see if he tries to run back to my base. Oh, he's going for the bridge. One of those have to hit, right? Oh, wait, did he have a pearl? Did he land? Never mind. Okay, cool. GG. These are crazy. These are actually crazy. But that's going to do it for this Bed Wars video. I'm really looking forward to the new Bed Wars content that they said is coming out. I'm very optimistic for what's to come with Bed Wars. And maybe I shouldn't be, but I am. So too bad. But either way, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, sub. If you use code GamerBoy80 in the Hypixel store, you get 5% off. So if you're planning on buying anything on the Hypixel store, go ahead and use my code, and then it also gives me money, which is the more important part, giving me money. Also, you can check out my Lunar cloaks on the Lunar store, and also I've been streaming on Twitch if you wanted to check that out. I've been streaming just random games. If you feel like watching me play other stuff, you could go there. But otherwise, that's going to do it for this video. See you in the next one. Goodbye.